This is breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.
The Raiders were on the cusp of winning a playoff game on the road against the Bengals in 2021 with interim head coach Rich Bisaccia. Then the Raiders opted to go a new direction, bringing on a new regime in Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler. Ed, where did Mark Davis go wrong here?
I like to say he drank the Kool-Aid from the New England Patriots. He had Rich Bisaccia in the house. Rich Bisaccia brought them to the playoffs. Okay, if you don't want to go there, that's fine. But you went and gotten coach in Denver and McDaniels, who had no success in Denver, a guy who had never been a GM in Ziegler, and now you bring them in. Why? Because they're from the Patriots. We saw over and over and over again the roster, the assistant coaches. It was all the Patriots' way. Well, it didn't work out that way. Now Mark Davis, in my mind, is 0 for 2. John Gruden 0 for 1. Josh McDaniels 0 for 2 in his last 2 coaching hires. I think he's had 8 coaches in the last, I want to say, 12, 13 years, including interims. This has got to stop. This franchise is a mess right now, and he's got to make the right decision this next time. You can't go 3 strikes and you're out, Mark.
What I always liked about Rich Bisaccia was that he really drew in the team around him. The energy was there. You could feel it. It was palpable. The way that he would write the letters to every player after games, and every player we spoke to recently, in fact, said that that wasn't just after the playoff game. That was something he did regularly. So now you bring in Antonio Pierce as the new interim head coach. Do you think he has that type of energy to get this team going after being 9-25 essentially under the Josh McDaniels era?
I don't know if he does or not. We're going to see. We're going to see what he has in him. He's a former New York Giant. He's had some assistant roles. He's been a coordinator places. So we're not really sure what he's going to bring to the table. But I'll tell you this does not happen mid-season unless Mark Davis gets some opinions from players. We know he had player meetings in the last several days. We know he got opinions from players. That might not have been the number one thing, Heidi, that led to this decision. But I think between that, I think between the losing, I think between no offense, all of these things came together. I was a little surprised at the timing. You don't see guys fired on short weeks in the NFL. I can't remember a guy fired on a short week in the NFL. I don't know if you can. But I think that this all came to a head, and Mark Davis felt there was a need to make a move. I will say this about Mark Davis. I'll give him credit for this. He didn't wait. If he thought this was the best decision for his organization to move on and to fire these 2 guys, then do it now. Give yourself all the time in the world to figure this franchise out, this organization out, to make the best hire. Really quick, over here, what do we have? We have
the Las Vegas Aces,
yes.
the 2-time championship Las Vegas Aces right there.
Yeah. Why is that working with the Aces? Now, I know in the WNBA it's a little different. You can go get the best players. You can't do that in the NFL. There's too many players. You have some good players, but in the WNBA they've gotten the best players. Why is it organizationally it's working so well there? He made a great hire in Becky Hammond. He made a great hire in his front office. Why can't he do that here? We're going to see if he can, but he's got to get it right this time. This franchise is a mess right now, and they've got to get it right this time.
How much do you feel like, obviously you just spoke on that the Aces in some way, having those back-to-back championships, having this team that's unstoppable, like just outscoring other opponents, like you said, the aggression that's there, the way that he was able to piece that together, starting with Becky Hammond, where everything started to align for the Aces. How does he start doing that same blueprint with the Raiders, and how much did those championships, planning parades, going out? You saw Mark Davis dancing on the basketball court after the win. He was dancing.
He's dancing.
How much did that kind of, you think, motivate him and say it has to stop now?
Oh, I think it motivated him a lot. If you win 2 championships with a team you own, you have 2 parades, you start thinking to yourself, why can't we do this in football? Why can't this happen? How does it happen? He makes the right choice the next time. He takes his time and makes the right choice and has a GM and a coach. You don't have a de facto GM. You don't have a guy who's a head coach who has that much say in personnel decisions and what's going on in the field. Go hire a really good head coach, go hire a really good GM, and see if this time they can finally get it right.
Okay. We will be tracking everything that happens, every update, every move, as the Raiders work in the building behind us, and we will be here throughout the day with the Vegas Nation team, Vinny Bonsignor, Ed Graney, myself, Sam Gordon, Leandre Fox, as well as Adam Hill. So everybody make sure to keep up with all the things happening in print and online at vegasnation.com. For Ed Graney, I'm Heidi Fang. Thank you for watching.
You've been watching breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.